Welcome to Luxury in Moderation, where we appreciate the finer things in life without going overboard. So today we are going to look at my LV trunk, which is in the Tresor 24 size, and I'm going to show you how I have organized a lot of my luxury and fine jewelry in there. So let's jump into that close-up right now. So here is the Louis Vuitton Tresor 24 trunk. You can see that I still do have my stickers over the hardware, which I'm going to peel off now. I have bought some inserts from Amazon to fit inside of the trunk in order to organize my luxury and fine jewelry collection. So as soon as I open it, you will be able to see that organizer. And as you can see here, some of the hardware has already changed color, tarnished, basically oxidized. So I know that this is going to happen based off of the material. I'm not going to get too worked up. It's going to happen. There's no way to prevent it. Maybe there's a way for me to shine up the hardware. If you know, please let me know in the comments. But this is all the plastic coming off of the hardware now. And I'm actually going to open the clasp here so I can get the rest of this off. And the latch just opens like that. There's actually a piece of plastic on this part here. Okay. So now just to give you a close-up of that tarnish, you can see that, the shiny gold parts versus the corner here, which is already oxidized a little bit more. But anyways, let's get to the inside. Now, I've organized my jewelry. The top is the most worn pieces. So you can see here, I did get some gray inserts. I will link these inserts in the description box below. They are really thin, really light. The quality is all right. They fit pretty nicely in this size trunk. Width-wise, it's perfect. Depth-wise, it's actually a little bit shorter than the trunk, so there's actually a gap here between where the organizer ends and the trunk starts, but that helps to kind of move around the pieces so they're not stuck completely in place. You'll also notice that the organizer does stick out over the top of the side here, and that is because there is depth in the top of the trunk so that it's not squishing everything in. There's still plenty of space above that tray to allow the items to sit. So I really love this first tray, and especially because I knew that I wanted to put my most used pieces on the top here. That includes my 2 Hermes Click H bracelets, so I have them fitting perfectly in these 2 square insert areas. And then I had a few extra spaces around there for my most worn fine jewelry necklaces. These are all pretty small, dainty necklaces. I'll link my complete jewelry organization below if you haven't seen that. But these are just very small diamonds, so I switch them out and are able to wear these every day because they are very simple pieces. This is sterling silver Tiffany, and then this is also just a little diamond piece there. So again, this top tray is perfect. The inserts from Amazon, these are actually not glued in place. You can pull them out. So if I really wanted this entire tray to be open and fit a larger piece in, or let's say I just wanted to take this middle piece out here, I could do that. But I do like the way this has been sectioned off. It would be great if there was even smaller sections here so I could fit maybe some more small items around, but this works great. So I then go ahead and lift this top tray out. Below it, I have the rose ballerine insert that came with the LV trunk. And that's because the tray below it had some items sticking out over the top of the tray, and I didn't want that crushed underneath the top tray. So this insert was actually the perfect way to add some cushion and add some backing there, so there was some separation between the top and the second tray here. So I'm just going to lift this insert up here with the leather tab, which was made for this purpose. And then here you will see that my second tray does have the ring organization as well as some area on the right for additional necklaces. So I do have a lot of rings, which is why I specifically wanted an organizer with those rolls for rings. You can see I've tried to organize it by color or type of stone. So at the top here, I do have my sapphire ring that goes along with my sapphire necklace. And then I have some gold pieces, diamond pieces. This is actually a stack. So they didn't go in the organizer that way, of course, so I had to separate them out, but they live quite nicely in that second row. Then I have my one pearl, and then on this corner I have my diamond pieces. So I have a couple diamond rings, and then I also have just very few earrings. So I put my diamond earrings in this diamond area here. After playing around with the configuration of everything, I felt like the best place to put my earrings was with the rings. I could have put it in the space over on the right here, of course, but I chose to just kind of fix my ear backs into this ring organizer. And then on the left part here, I do have all my rubies. So I have 3 ruby rings here and then my ruby earrings. And in these bottom 2 sections, you can see I have my 2 jade necklaces. Then I wanted to show you here, you can see that the gap between the tray and the trunk is there at the bottom here. So this is the difference between the tray size and the trunk size, but that does work out because it allows me the ability to lift up the tray from this place. Otherwise, I don't know how I would actually get this insert out. The third and final tray hosts my least worn pieces, so I would say my fanciest pieces that I don't have a lot of occasions to wear these pieces out to. So I do have my diamond necklace, I have my emerald pendant here, which isn't too crazy, so I could wear it out more. So maybe I'll just play around with where I place it. Then I have my large sapphire pin, my diamond tennis bracelet here. And then finally in this Tiffany pouch, there is a pearl pendant, which I wanted to keep protected because I didn't know if the tray on top of it would rub against the pearl, and pearls are so delicate that I just keep it in this pouch for extra protection. Now, it did work out that even though this pendant does have, a lot of height to it, that the tray height was still taller so that when I stack that middle tray on top, it doesn't crush any of the pieces here. I really am glad that that worked out. Even though the Amazon listing lists all the dimensions, it's really hard until you actually get it and then see if your pieces work inside. You can see that this tray does not have any inserts at all, which is all right, I think. I think I would have enjoyed it if there was more organization, but I don't have that many pieces on the bottom anyways, so it's not like they will get tangled up. Now, even though I have most of my fine jewelry and my Click H bracelets in this trunk, I didn't have space in here to fit all of my pearl items, such as my pearl necklace and pearl earrings. So those are missing from this trunk, but this trunk does host most of the items that I wanted to. It's really nice to have such a wonderful luxury piece to host these beautiful pieces in. I feel like it is a wonderful way to honor all of the pieces. You know, you can get an organization tray from anywhere, from Amazon to Container Store, and I think this Louis Vuitton trunk just elevates the display and storage and organization of my pieces a little bit more. I really enjoy, you know, seeing this trunk with its personalization details. I know that this hardware is going to continue to change, and that's fine. It shows that it is real material, not plastic, and just a luxury and lovely piece that I will continue to enjoy for years and years. The last piece that I wanted to show is actually the keys that come with the trunk. So again, these two keys both are specific to this lock on this trunk, so no other Louis Vuitton keys will be able to open and lock this trunk. It did come just 2 loose keys along with 1 leather piece. And I think that the keys are supposed to go on the leather keys this way, where the leather piece goes through the big hole on top of the keys. And then there's slots on both ends of the leather. So I'm gonna put just this end of the leather through the smaller slot. The other slot is much larger. And so this is how the keys can be kept, can be hung. On this side of the piece of leather, the slot is much larger. So I'm assuming that you could loop this maybe through a bag strap. You know, someone could wear this as a bracelet if they really wanted to. So you could always loop it to hang the keys somewhere like this, so you never lose your keys. I'm not sure how I'm going to store my keys yet. I don't even know if I'm going to be locking my trunk regularly, but this is, I think, how they are supposed to work together. And so I just wanted to show that because it took me a little bit to understand. There weren't instructions or anything, but it is nice that they provided this piece of leather along with the keys here, so the keys aren't loose and you could just like lose them anywhere. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I organized my luxury and fine jewelry. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to answer anything for you and be a resource for you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!